go. Black 40. Set. Ready, ready. 45. What? Let's go. 50. Green. Hut. Let's go now. Red 38. Hut, hut. Down. 60 red. Ready? Here we go, set. 10 black. Hut. Ready. Blue 32. Ready? Here we go. Yellow 40. Set. Hut. Set. Hut. 33. Yellow. Hut. Hut. Ready, ready. 52 blue. Hut, hut. Let's go now. Black 40. Hut, hut. Set. Yellow 20. Set. Down. 60 red. Ready? Set. Ready. Red 38. Hut, hut. Here we go. Here we go. Black 90. Ready? Here we go. Set. Blue 32. Hut.
Dating back to their days sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levon Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game, between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers.
And now, please welcome your 2028 San Francisco 49ers.
They're on the Falcons sideline. That is head coach Raheem Morris. His guys parlaying a pair of early home games into a 2-0 start to this season. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the 49ers. His guys on the flip side, they're 0-2 on the season, facing a tough test in a game here they need to win. I'm Kate Scott, along with Brock Heward. It is puncher Jack Browning on for the kick. And we're off on EA Sports. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
Got it.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's set.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. A more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Set. Hut. Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Come on. Set. 50. Green. Hut. Hut.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
It's fielded at the 14. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, you're not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here. When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the gun is Purdy. Right back to Ayuk it goes. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they're going to hand him a big loss on this first down. Forced out of bounds several yards behind that line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great opening drive continues. First and 10 at the 33. Running with James. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the 49er first down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Now run, James. And he's going to work it to the 20. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Purdy to throw it. Screen here for Smith. He brushed him off with ease. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is first and goal. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Now Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Purdy will sneak it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The 49ers get the game's first points here in the second. Brock Purdy with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0.
On the ready.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Cut.
They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ready, set.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Set.
Working now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready.
I'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18.
A run now with James. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Outside. Up. 18. Watch out.
Here's a give inside to James. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's got Ayuk downfield. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Get set. Get set.
1st down, 30 to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Here's Purdy to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third and a lone yard coming up. This is James. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Going to the ground again on first. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. The 49ers with the lead here at Levi Stadium. Second down now, they need 7. Purdy throwing here. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Now Browning nodding into the kickoff. On the return, here's Rodgers. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Falcons with the football late in the first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Ready.
Back to throw. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Check.
Back to throw. Got his man. Thomas has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one's complete over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Starting from the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Seahawks at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Emeka Ibuka. He had his way with the defense from beginning to end. How about 4 touchdown catches in the game? From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And it's Cam Ward. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Titans are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And it's DeAndre Swift. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Bears are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Play action now with Purdy. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got first down here from the 36. Off the play fake, Purdy. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Hits his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Blue check. Come on, set.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Black 40. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Ready, break. Here we go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. All in left side. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, but man, did he make an impact play.
Complete out to the right. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
All set to go now from the 35. They'll throw it here on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Yellow, 43. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. He's going to throw it. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On the set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Ready.
From the red zone now. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And this is...
But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter.
Got it.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play.
Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's the first down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big 2-point conversion attempt.
For the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
14.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They give left side to James. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the 49ers the first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Get set. Up.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready, yellow, line, spot.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Punt. Ready.
Pass play now. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Back to throw it. Absolutely fires this one right side. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have some new life in the 4th.
They'll take over 1st and 10. 38-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Set. Black, 95. Set.
They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 blaster. 6. Ready.
Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but Man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Falcons trail by a field goal. First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down.
Here we go. Blue 32. Ready.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Ready, ready. Yellow 22.
He'll look to throw it. Completed left side to Thomas. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Set, ready. 33. Yellow. Blue, check. Cut.
Handoff on second and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in third and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. They'll have the first down and even more. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the 49ers on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And that'll bring up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Trying to push deep downfield. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. San Francisco calls it second timeout. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here he is to throw. Brought in by his backsman. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be 2nd down. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.